What's up, guys? MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and I hope you didn't have a heart attack when you saw Tekken 7 Definitive Edition on PSN. So yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit about an overpricing clusterfuck, or rather a big ol' what the hell were they thinking? Because I certainly don't understand. It's quite puzzling. I don't know if we've received an explanation. And I guess I'm a bit late on the ball. This has already been torn to shreds on social media. I don't spend time on social media, but I know people have told me it's been quite controversial. And why wouldn't it be? So in the background here, you can see the PSN. This is PlayStation.com. And I'm kind of surprised to see Tekken 7, the base game, at $50? Tekken 7? With its obviously tiny budget? I don't know. I mean, I get the full price on release, but it's been, I don't know, how many years? Yeah, I don't know. 50 bucks? I mean, on PC, on Steam, I've seen the base game for like $10. I'm pretty sure I've seen it like below $10 on sales and stuff, and it's constantly on sale. So I don't get the 50 bucks. And then you have Originals Edition for $100. You get the base game, 12 additional character packs, so not every character. The Originals. Oh, right. That's without the guests and newcomers, I think. And look, you get the frame data. You don't get that if you buy the base game. Oh, remember that little oopsie? When they released the frame data for Season 3, right? I think it was, with Leroy. And they said, oh, you gotta buy it separately. Or like, you know, it comes with the package, but you still gotta pay for it. We won't include it for free in the update of the game, you know, where you get all the updated moves, frame data, etc. You have to buy the frame data. Oh, not a good move. And it's like, they've had a lot of like fuck-ups during the you know, lifespan of Tekken 7. The Leroy launch really, to me, is, I'm still a bit sore in my butthole, my bunghole about that one. But I love that they gotta end the game as well. You're at the end of Tekken 7, I'm like, oh look, 120 bucks. And it's like, but because as soon as I heard, I mean, I didn't know it's $50 on PlayStation PSN. But I do know that if you buy all of this separately on Steam, for example, I think the base game of Tekken 7, I checked this just a while ago, and all of its season passes, I think you pay like $45 or $50 for all of that. So I don't understand the $120 price tag. I mean, let's deconstruct this, okay? Let's say $120. Let's say you want to buy the base game of Tekken 7. To me, a reasonable price. I mean, I do know on Steam you can get it for $10, but I'm like, okay, it's 2021. That game, let's say $20. That's quite reasonable, if you ask me. So that would mean we're left with $100. So basically what we're saying is, we want you to pay $25 for every season, right? Even though Season 1, and especially Season 4, is kind of lackluster. There's not a whole lot of content there. But Season 2 and 3, there's some content. But still, you're like, 25 bucks per season? $120 in total? And then you look at like NetherRealm Studios, who obviously released MK11 Ultimate Edition, which I have to point out includes more content than this package, because you have an amazing story DLC in Aftermath, and then a shit ton of characters. More content, and what do they want? 50 bucks? 60 bucks? So I'm like, have you looked at the competition? And what the hell is $100 for Originals Edition? 12 additional characters. Well, it's completely pointless. Why not give every character just immediately? There are so many questions. I'm just so confused. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. It just immediately strikes me and comes off as a super greedy money grab, which it probably is. I don't know. I mean, and they also announced at the same time that the game has sold 8 million copies. I'm not surprised to see that. If you look at the sales curve, it just hasn't really slowed down. I wouldn't be surprised if it hits like 9 million sales. So yeah, the game is doing unbelievably well. So I don't know what this is. Is it like a final, like, let's see if we can find a couple of suckers. I mean, we don't care at this point. Like our huge chunks of money, you know, they're overflowing. So let's just set it at $120. Let's see if we can get some suckers before, you know, running through the finish line. So I don't know what this is. But the amazing success of Tekken 7, and I've really thought about like how you can see the tiny budget of a game in so many things in the game when you think about it. Not only the lack of content in general, like in offline modes and online modes, but just look at story mode. How, okay, we can't make cutscenes, we don't have a funding, narrator, and just drawn images with a boring ass narrator, and that narrator is the announcer for the game. Ready, fight, Kazuya Mishima. You know, that guy, he's the guy. They didn't even hire an additional voice actor. It's just him, and he's doing that journalist voice. And the reusage of, okay, we gotta fill this out, we gotta pad with stuff because we only have 2 hours of story mode. What do we have? Oh, Tekken 5. Let's reuse the intro. They reuse the intro, and then they just take the Mishima Dojo, relight it, and boom, you know, you have an additional chapter in story mode. So it's quite cheap, you know. They're stretching their budget, and this reusing of resources. It's like. You know, we don't have enough stages. Copy paste volcano stage. Copy paste helipad. The customization. It's basically all the tag to items and a tiny amount of like original individual items per character. Most of them are just they dragged them in from tag 2, and they're not even, you know, optimized for every character. It's just a huge t-shirt with a crappy fit. And all of the reuse, like animations and assets from old games, just they dragged it into Unreal. And they even lost animation in the process, I think, because it's like Kazuya's classic, I've spoken about this before, his classic wind pose, Hanashiri Narana, and he holds them up. If you look at his face, all that's animated, the only articulation is in the jaw going up and down. It's opening and closing. Hanashiri Narana. But if you look at Tekken 4, a game from 2001 that introduced that wind pose, you'll see a lot of articulation and a lot of facial joints. Actually, you can see the chins. Is this chins? You see them articulating and his eyelids, and you can see his eyebrow go up. It's like you can look at a game from 2001 and see way more facial animation than you do for the most part in Tekken 7, because they lost a lot of animation, I think, in the process of going into Unreal, and they didn't have a budget to fix it. I think they were just, oh, whatever, we lost articulation, we lost content, and it's like, okay, we can't fix it. So you see so much of that in Tekken 7. And of course, it's like, we're gonna use Unreal. We're gonna save so much time and effort. We're not gonna use our own systems. We're not gonna create our own engine. Just take everything into Unreal. And again, like the lack of content, you don't even have team battles. So the signs are all over this game, you know, that the budget was small. But then obviously, my God, the profits they've made. I think small budget, most successful Tekken game of all time. And it's like, can you imagine their profit margin? As Harada said, 2 months or 3 months after the release, we were in the green. We had recouped our budget and expenses, and now we were in the green making profits. And how many DLCs ago was that? How many sales? So it's like, it's a humongous success. And taking that into account, I feel that's so what a low blow. $120 definitive edition. Come on. Due to the success and the love this game has received by the community, and we know the DLCs have sold like crazy, especially Armor King, do something better than this. This is just a slap in the face. So yeah, I did want to get some thoughts on this out there. I hope this is changed like immediately or very soon. The game deserves to end on a better note, and I hope we can expect better from Tekken 8. A better story with more budget poured into this, more modes, anti-cheat in place, servers in place. Why is, you know, rank saved online, not offline in a folder on your computer, and servers, so we get stability in the matches, and tournament mode doesn't crash every second tournament, and proper netcode, people who plug get penalized, and that netcode I heard about from Project L, where if my opponent has bad broadband and mine is good, he's penalized. How do you pronounce that? During the match, and I'm not. He suffers due to his bad connection. I do not. Stuff like that would be really good and would make this fighting game series feel very modern and on point again. So yeah, I hope we do get all of that. Tekken 8 will have no excuses considering the success of Tekken 7, and as a huge fan of a series, I'm really hoping for the best. So thanks for listening to me, everyone, and take care.